resources. Suppose somebody has an idea for a product or a service, maybe a new line of kites. So in order to make and sell these kites, we need some materials like nylon fabric, string, some carbon fiber rods. But these inanimate objects aren't going to make anything on their own. How will the kites get constructed? We need people. How to market and sell them? We need people. How to collect revenue and pay expenses? We need people. How to deploy these people? We need more people. So human resources is critical to any organization. The first HR task is to figure out what work needs to be done and how to break this work into effective jobs. So we can start with a workflow analysis to determine the business processes that need to be completed. Then HR does a job analysis to figure out how to construct jobs to complete these required business processes. Suppose there are some production tasks like measuring and cutting. Maybe there's some business tasks that need to be completed in terms of accounting or inventory management or accounts receivable. And so we need to figure out these tasks and then put them into sensible jobs. So maybe in this small organization we put these production tasks together into jobs and these business tasks together into a job. But now we need people for these jobs. So the next HR function is recruitment and selection. You need to advertise these jobs, get job applicants, interview the applicants, figure out who has the skills and the aptitude for these jobs and who's going to be a good fit with the organization. Once employees are hired, then you need an orientation program to onboard them, integrate them into the team, make sure they're fitting into the organization and they know what their tasks are and how to get things done in an appropriate way, consistent with the organization's values. Once people are part of the team, their performance needs to be managed. So you need to evaluate and assess what they're contributing, give them direction. Are they engaged? Are they motivated? Are they doing the correct things? Also, do they have the needed skills and the needed skills to advance? Do they have career development goals within the organization? So another key HR task is training and development. Employees need to be trained. This can take all different kinds. Wait a minute, not that kind of training. Yes, this kind of training. Employees can be trained in different ways: formal classroom type training, informal on-the-job training. Employees also need to be paid, rewarded, provided with benefits. So some of this might seem functional in terms of making sure people get a paycheck, but of course it's a lot more complicated than that, thinking about how money might provide an incentive, but also don't limit your thinking to rewards only being monetary. There's a number of reward and recognition programs that HR can lead in an organization. Do all of this successfully, and this idea or dream can be a reality, and you can create good products and services that the market will value. Now, there's also some specialized HR roles that also take place in organizations. You need to pay attention to health and safety, make sure that employees have the appropriate tools and safety practices, make sure it's a healthy work environment, which includes stress as well as physical threats to safety and health. Also need to manage diversity, make sure that diverse individuals are being recruited and managed and your organization is free of discrimination. Sometimes employees might choose to unionize, so labor relations is another important function of human resources. And there's also human resources information system, using data and metrics to try to guide the organization. But HR doesn't stop here. It should continue to reassess how business is done, how jobs are structured, what's the nature of tasks within the organization. Looking at this is called organizational development. And so the cycle of human resources continues through making sure you have correct individuals who are motivated, engaged, and their performance is managed correctly, and they're rewarded and compensated in